A bit of a heavy equipment here to help us out, buddy. Oh, yeah, wicked. And this is a lesson for you guys. We're risking losing everything here. We really got to get this figured out before it destroys our greenhouse and destroys all our crop. This is the way she goes, boys. Got to do it. Got to do it. Never let your tires spin. If your tires are spinning over and you're just tearing up the snow or you're tearing up gravel, regardless if it's snowing or you're scooping gravel, your tires are spinning out, you're doing it wrong and you're hurting the machine. Now let's ease into it and do it right. One of the most important rules when it comes to pushing heavy amounts of snow next to your greenhouse with a plow or something is to not actually get too close to the greenhouse, because all the weight of the snow right now is actually already touching on your greenhouse and putting weight on there. The more snow you go in and try and scoop away from your greenhouse, the more weight you're going to put on your greenhouse in turn. So what you want to do is you want to clear around 4 feet from the greenhouse, then get out with a shovel and be a man.
Later that night.
Get some! Come on, we got a little bit left to do. Let's save this greenhouse, boys! So, some of the things that go along with being a greenhouse owner in the winter. If you're not able to deal with things on a fly, you're gonna end up with trouble like this. Right now I got a leak in my greenhouse somewhere. Middle of the night, the plastic started going down, so we gotta get this leak found. Plug it up and then I'll show you guys what's going on. So as you can see, the greenhouse is sagging right there, which means obviously it's losing a lot of air somewhere. So we're gonna have to have a look and fix it. One thing you always need to have on standby when you're a greenhouse operator is a poly tape. The poly tape will go on in a snowstorm, regardless if the greenhouse is wet or not. This is the answer right here. Tuck tape. Intertape polymer ink. And this stuff goes on greenhouse plastic perfect. So we got to get out there as fast as we can, find that leak and get it clogged up. So I found the leak. It was in a weak point that I already had. Last year we had a hurricane that done some damage to our outer layer of plastic. As you see, I've got a couple pieces of poly tape covering it up. When I found the leak, I exposed it. I took off the tape that was hanging off there, and then I stuffed my glove in there for now, so I wouldn't lose so much air while I'm doing the repair. And that's one thing you want to keep in mind or keep on you when you're doing something like this. You want to have something that you can plug a hole with. Fortunately, I had my gloves on, so I was able to use my gloves. So right now we're going to go ahead and clear and clean off the area and get it taped up. All right, so now we got that location taped up. We'll hope for the best. We're gonna move on down the line now and check a bunch of different other spots to see if we got any leaks. But because the air is starting to go out of the greenhouse, the walls are starting to cave in a bit. So we're risking losing everything here. We really got to get this figured out before it destroys our greenhouse and destroys all our crop. Oh yeah, that's not good. It's not good, guys. We got some real trouble. She's dipping really bad. So much air. So we're gonna have to get in there, get real close to the plastic and see if we can't find a bad spot. These bends are pretty good here. I don't see any signs of the original tape coming off. These are pretty good, so we'll move on down the line. Okay, this one is good. And the reason that my tuck tape didn't work out on the other side, and this is a lesson for you guys, is because I put duct tape on there last year. Duct tape does not stick to this plastic. Never use duct tape on your plastic. You see that? Here we go. We just found another hole. And this is because we used packing tape last year, not tuck tape. Tuck tape is the only thing you should be putting on these greenhouses. So let's get this little hole fixed up. Another one bites the dust. Another one done. Let's keep looking, see if we can't find some more of these leaky poos. Bastards. All right, you don't need a lot of this tuck tape. You just need a little bit. Doesn't matter if it's wet, doesn't matter if it's rain, doesn't matter if it's snow, doesn't matter if it's hail. It sticks. Duct tape does not do this. It's only tuck tape that does this. You guys got to get your hands on some tuck tape. So now we got to try and fix this dip. Well, at this point, I'm fairly confident I got all the leaks in the plastic fixed. What I'm doing now is down there, I've already got it done. I'm trying to get the snow and the ice that's up there now off. So I'm simply going up and hitting the side of the greenhouse with my hand. And this encouraged the snow to fall right off. And I'll try and capture this moment for you now if it works.
We're just trying to...
We're getting there. Just gotta keep at it a bit. I managed to let go on the other side. This side's being a bit of a B-I-I-I-I. We're gonna move down a little bit. Lost one of my gloves. Come on, baby. Give daddy the money. We're close, darn it. We're friggin' close. That wants to let go really bad. All right, this is what we need to keep at. Yeah! Come on, baby, blow me up, baby! That's right. Papa knows what you needs. Got a little leaky poo. We're gonna fix that, ain't we? Check back in about 10 minutes. I bet you that thing will be blown up like a balloon. All right, we're starting to blow back up now. You see there's a dip over there. And what's gonna happen now when the pressure builds up enough in the greenhouse, we're gonna get rid of that. I just let a big lot go there. That's where I'll stand. I'll follow me. I'm gonna try and capture this one. It's not very easy to do. I need 2 hands, but I'll give it a go with you guys. You silly hillbilly Newfoundlander boy, you like growing lettuce in the snow. Nobody know where you're gonna go. Anywhere up from here. Let's get up and get the snow out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, baby. You get some. Come on, we got a little bit left to do. Let's save this greenhouse, boys and girls. Yeah. Before we go and do it again on that last little spot, we're gonna let the air build up a bit. All that space, all that we just released, it's gonna need a little bit of time to build up some air. That air in turn gives us a hand when we're pushing it off. Come on, baby. So we're parked in the truck now. I would be outside, but it's freezing rain and snowing and blizzarding and colding and winding. And what you gotta do now is you gotta sit here and monitor and make sure that greenhouse goes back up the way it's supposed to be. With the holes fixed, should have no trouble reinflating itself. That's just the way it goes with this greenhouse operating. 1 minute everything could be fine, and the next minute you know your greenhouse is losing air and you got to get her blowed back up. You're gonna lose all your insulation, lose all your plants. So in life there's always downsides, you know, and the upside to operating a hydroponic greenhouse is I still get that natural effect from the sun boosting my plants. But then the downside is there's nights where there's blizzards and hurricanes and storms, and you got to be up and you got to be on your toes and you got to be aware. So this would be one of those nights where I don't get any rest right until somebody is able to come over and physically monitor the greenhouse tomorrow, like my wife or something. But I can physically see it going up further and further every second, so we're on the positive side. We got the leak stopped.